Okay, I guess time is started. So nearly more than 100 participants are there now. Okay, so Priyansh, you may start.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, clearly audible.
Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the third day of 5-day national workshop on applied mathematics and computing, organized by Madhav Institute of Technology and Science, Gwalior. We are honored to have esteemed speakers, dedicated faculty members, and participants joining us for this enriching event. Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the efforts of Dr. Atul Kumar Ray, Assistant Professor in Department of Engineering, Mathematics and Computing, who has played a pivotal role in organizing this workshop. I invite Dr. Ray to say a few words and welcome our speakers.
Okay, thank you, Priyansh. Namaskar, everyone. Uh, Welcome once again to all the participants to the third day of the national workshop on applied mathematics and computing. I'd like to thank Dr. Kalai Arasina for accepting our request to give his expert talk on fuzzy inventory models with machine learning, which is quite impressive and very important topic in present scenario. So far in this national workshop, first day you learn about the graph coloring. Second day you got familiar with the cloud computing, and now today is the third day in which you are going to learn about the fuzzy inventory model with machine learning. So I hope and I wish all the participants will learn more from this session. Yeah, one more thing I'd like to mention that the both quiz as well as feedback form both are equally important for all these sessions. Okay, so thank you so much and all the best to all the participants. Priyansh, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Atul Kumar Ray, for your insightful remarks and for your dedication in making this workshop a reality. Esteemed participants, we are honored to have with us today an esteemed speaker who will be enlightening us on the topic of applications of fuzzy inventory models with machine learning in supply chain management. I will like to introduce a distinguished speaker, Dr. K. Kalayarasi. Dr. K. Kalayarasi is a renowned assistant professor at the Kaveri College for Women Autonomous Tamil Nadu. With a profound experience of 21 years, she has made significant contributions to the field of applications of fuzzy inventory models. Her expertise and research focus on applications of fuzzy inventory models with machine learning in supply chain management. Dr. K. Kalairasi's academic journey encompasses an impressive range of accomplishments. She has been involved in various professional activities and serving as the convener of several workshops and lecture series in mathematics. Her dedication to the field of mathematics extends beyond academia. Dr. Kalairasi has delivered expert lectures, reviewed research papers, and conducted workshops on various mathematical concepts. Her expertise and contributions have earned her immense respect in academic community. Now let us eagerly listen to Dr. K. Kalayasi as she takes the stage to enlighten with us her expertise and insights. Ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, for the today's session, I welcome you all once again. Thank you for giving me the opportunity as a resource person to deliver the topic like a fuzzy inventory models with machine learning. My voice is audible, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's clear? Yeah,
Yeah, ma'am. Clear.
okay. The screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So this is my this topic. I'm going to explain and I'm going to discuss about applications of fuzzy inventory models with machine learning in supply chain management. because today in the current world, actually, the supply chain management is a very important concept, and that also I am applying the fuzzy inventory models for that supply chain management, and by using the current scenario, like a machine learning. So before going to discuss the depth level discussion, first of all, we should know the basic things about fuzzy. So fuzzy set theory actually has introduced Lord C. Zorde in 1965. So fuzzy set theory is the extension of the classical notion of the set. It's like a normal, because in general we know about like a set theory. So fuzzy set theory is nothing but the extension of the theory. So whatever the rules and theorems we have studied in the set theory, the same way we have to extend to study the fuzzy set theory also. And Zorde introduced a mathematical method with which the decision making using the fuzzy description of some information becomes
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Ma'am, actually your voice is, I think, very low. The participants are commenting in the chat box.
Okay. Yeah,
That
because
voice is something low. If you keep the mic near your mouth, so it will be okay.
yeah, now it's okay. It's clear.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, if any interruptions because the connectivity problem is there. So if anything means kindly let me know. Then only just because I will
Sure,
get to know
sure.
because I'm like seeing the screen. Okay, so I couldn't see
Ma'am,
you
you
people.
may also check in the chat box sometimes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So the fuzzy means is like a vagueness. Fuzziness occurs when the boundary of the piece of information is not clear cut. Because sometimes the situation occurs, no, that it's very difficult to take the decision in a clear manner, correct? So in that kind of situation, we can apply that fuzzy concepts, and fuzzy concepts exist. Next, fuzzy sets. Fuzzy sets are somewhat like sets whose elements have degrees of membership. So all the fuzzy sets we have can represent through the degrees of membership function. So fuzzy set theory permits that degrees of membership function, it lies between the interval because anyway, whatever the set we have to define, because for example, the probability theory, what is the lower limit and upper limit is like a 0 to 1. Similarly, fuzzy set we can define in the interval 0 to 1. Next, the numerical value between 0 to 1, it represents the degree to which an element belongs to the particular set or doesn't belong to the set, also is referred through the membership value. Fuzzy set theory, it has been shown to be the useful tool to describe some kind of critical situations in which the data is imprecise or vague. Sometimes, no, if seeing the data itself, we don't know it's very difficult to take the decision about in the clear way, correct? In that cases, we can apply this fuzzy concept. So fuzzy sets handle such situations by attributing a degree to which the certain objects belong to these sets. So here actually you can see the some graphical notation in the sense so 0 to 1 because y-axis I have taken the membership function 0 to 1. So as a way same how we can define like union, intersection, complement and all the laws, De Morgan law, everything we have studied in set theory, correct? So here also we can what apply all the concepts in using the fuzzy sets through membership function. Next, Boolean. So what is the difference between now? Before going to this topic, correct? So these are the fundamental things we have to learn in thorough way. So that's why just I would like to outline these are the concepts. Maybe because in two categories are there here, a students level also, a faculty level also. So just like that, I would like to give the introduction about outline. So Boolean logic actually what in general is or no, that's it. But fuzzy logic we can like know the diagram itself you will get to know the shadow, correct? So we can divide the what the divisions. In the practical situation we can tell like that. Okay.
Lights, ma'am, are not moving, I guess.
No, because now
Are you in the first slide?
no here I am like in the third slide.
No, ma'am. The first slide is itself showing here only.
Why? Oh, I think it's like a slow net connection because yeah, I'm moving the slide here. Here
Okay, okay.
I'm
So,
right.
ma'am,
This is
you
a one.
escape it. Escape this one.
Yeah, one
Escape.
minute.
Now you can move like this.
Now
Okay.
it's moving. It's moving.
Yes, yes. Now it's moving, ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
yes, it's
oh,
moving now. Okay.
okay. Because I have kept it the slideshow. It's if the slideshow is then it's the slide's not moving. Correct. So I can keep
It's
like
okay.
this.
You can go like this, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So in the classical set theory, the membership of the elements in a set is as the binary terms according to the bivalent condition of an element, either it belongs or doesn't belong to the set. So here actually I can categorize the age, okay, because 0 to 30, like 30 and 60 and 100. So if the young age means it holds the position 0 to 30, right? Similarly, middle age means we can tell like 20, it starts from like 27 to like that, correct? Middle age, we have around like 60 before or 61, 62. In the old business, like 58, we can start like that. So it falls in this actually, it's like a trapezoidal shape we can get. Next, the fuzzy types of presentation. The fuzzy numbers is very, very important because in all the set theory means we can represent the representation is in the different manner. A and B two sets and what is the if A union B in a sense we can join the sets. Correct. Similarly, here the fuzzy types of presentation. If you are going to present like that, fuzzy members. The fuzzy members are used in either linguistic, decision making, knowledge representation as well as the medical diagnosis and control system databases and so on. So many categories there. So a special case of fuzzy number, it's like interval. So that also we can, that maybe fuzzy number can represented by interval. So now the next concept, what is the difference between fuzzy set and normal set? Normal set means suppose here actually 5 is a number, right? So this is like a crisp one because 5 I can represent the number as like a 5. It's a natural number, you can consider like that. But fuzzy set actually I have maybe this 5 I can represent as a triangular, trapezoidal and like a hexagonal, like pentagonal is like that we can extend. But some rules and regulations are there. So we have to use that regulation and we have to split all the crisp sets into fuzzy sets. So this is a vague or ambiguous properties. It contains fuzzy set content. So that's very, very important. But normal crisp actually is because it precise for certain characteristics. And next, that elements are allowed to be partially included in the set. Here is either is a member or not. It doesn't, it belongs to or doesn't belong to, like that. And how you can control it, we can use the fuzzy controllers to control the way, movement, everything. Here actually it's like a digital design only crisp set we can control. Next, this is like infinite value and this is like a bivalue. Bivalue is a yes or no type question. So we can. Okay. So the next part is like the next concept is inventory. So nowadays that the inventory is a very, very important role. Already we have known about this inventory. We have studied in operational research the subject. So this because of the inventory is like a separate chapter. It contains so many things, but I am not going to full depth with. So just I'm giving an outline. So what is inventory and how far I can use inventory and fuzzy like that. So inventory refers to all the items, goods, merchandise, and materials held by the business for selling in the market to earn a profit. So our aim is to get a profit. That means our aim is to increase or maximize the profit and minimize the total cost. So that is our aim. Inventory is the accounting of items, components, parts, and raw materials that the company uses in the production as well as sales. As an accounting item, inventory refers to all the stocks in all the various production stages and it is the current assets. Because in what ways and all we can define that inventory. So just I'm like giving that some important points. So the main function of the inventory is to provide the operations with an ongoing supply of materials. Next, inventory characteristics include how much inventory to order. So that's very, very important. Because in general, in general, we know how we can create the total cost. in all the costs, purchasing cost and setup cost, demand, shortage cost, everything together, correct? So some formulation should be there. So we have to follow some formulation. So how we can, what is the relationship between and what is the ratio between the demand and supply? So how far it is like, the varying from cycle to cycle. So we have to consider all the derivative items as well as everything, right? So inventory, the characteristics. So how much inventory to order in particular cycle, in particular period. Here actually cycle we mentions like a period. So which is often to place orders for the product. So this is like some inventory. The quantity of the product a business has on the hand appears at the balance sheet as an asset. So because we have to maintain for the inventory whole management and inventory control, we have to maintain the balance sheet. That's very important. This is an asset actually. So companies it maintains inventory need to know how much of it they have and how much it is worth. So everything we have to analyze separately because the supply chain management is a vast area. But in that particularly we have to just be considered as a small pot like inventory. Under inventory, what are the materials and what actually we are going to consider, everything we have to study at the deep way. And this knowledge that inventory makes it possible for companies to claim efficiently when it comes to their financials. Okay. So this is because I have given, this is like an inventory balance sheet. So in the sheet, how we have to maintain the inventory like expenses, all the expenses in the sheet form. For example, some merchandise company I have taken. So what are the current assets? So how we can the current assets, how we can frame. So cash and cash equivalents, accounts receivable as well as inventory, how much cost we have spent. So here I have given in terms of dollars like that. So prepaid expenses, how much. And this is the right hand side we have given. And left hand side, if you see inventory test company and balance sheet. So as on date, what are the date, everything. So what is the asset and inventory asset and total current asset, everything. And how much actually we can spend everything. So all this is the balance sheet we have to maintain. So this is very important in the inventory supply chain management. Okay. So the next concept, economic order quantity in an inventory. So this is refers to the ideal order quantity a company should purchase in order to minimize its inventory cost. And the total cost actually is a summation of all the costs. So that is in one manner, correct? And we have to apply first actually what inventory, so how to optimize the total cost we can consider is that non-linear programming. So non-linear programming means because in general we know about linear programming, how to solve because so many methods are exist, correct? Like LPP, the other like simplex method and bigger method, dual, all those things and all. So now actually software is also available, so we can enter the data everything and output we will get very easily. Okay. And the next one, this is actually if the total cost in this format actually is like a non-linear programming model. So how to solve now? First we have to optimize the total cost, correct? So for solving is a like mathematical way. What actually, because this total cost contains many variables, correct? Okay. So many variables means we can go for what is a partial differentiation, correct? So which suppose I'm considering like the total cycle length, okay, or I mean time, I have to optimize that. Okay. So now I have to differentiate that the total cost, okay, that the total cost in terms of that particular time, okay. And after that, what we in general we will do that equate it to 0, and finally we get t equal to what exactly after finding that thing. And the second partial derivative also we have to do that should be greater than 0. That is the condition for minimization technique. We are very familiar. We have known about these things and all, correct? So this is the thing because in all the basic inventory models, okay, we have to follow the normal mathematical way, okay. And after that, how to solve the non-linear programming means that time we have to consider what either Lagrangian method, but many methods are available. Lagrangian and Kumtaker are the very famous methods. So using Lagrangian and Kumtaker, we have to optimize the total cost, and finally actually we will get economic order quantity in terms of all the other costs, correct? So the total cost actually finally we reach the economic order quantity. That economic order contains so many actually which for example we have taken the cycle length. So cycle length depends upon in what ways and all it will affect, like that the economic order quantity depends, correct? So similarly, the economic order quantity we have to substitute in the total cost, means how much it will affect everything. We will get to know the final conclusion. So that only just is necessary to use in inventory management, which is like oversight of the ordering, storing, and the use of the company's inventory. So this is is a concept of economic order quantity. So an economic order quantity, it refers to the best order quantity to make the total cost minimum. Already I have mentioned, right? The total cost, we have to, our aim is to minimize the total cost. So by considering the balance between the ordering cost, because the total cost involves ordering cost, inventory carrying cost, as well as everything, correct? So by considering the balance between the ordering cost and inventory carrying cost, because like contradictory, correct? So we have to check in every time. You seeing the diagram itself, just because I'm showing like a diagram, correct? So order quantity we can consider x-axis, and cost we can consider total cost we can consider like y-axis. So in the certain point, okay, say because least total cost I have done, what is the like a cost and what is the inventory carrying cost, and all those things I have drawn the diagram. It's like a linear thing. And finally, those graphs here you can see, correct? Those graphs, so this is like here actually this point the economic order quantity exists. Okay, economic order quantity is very, very important because it helps companies manage their inventory efficiently. So why actually we are using like the inventory in the supply chain management? Because that economic order quantity, that is very, very important. It helps the companies to manage their inventory. So how we can manage the inventory in starting stage itself in very efficient way, because all the companies are doing in this manner only. But especially we have to, because why I'm using this is fully what topic I have taken, this is fully application oriented, because we are like as a mathematician, we have studied like mathematics concepts in all over what our whole life we are studying, but we don't know where we are applying and how to apply and what are the benefits we are having. Everything we don't know certain period, correct? Okay, but here actually in this main concept actually, so how we can grow up that inventory in efficient way. So using the fuzzy concepts as well as we can analyze the data. Because why I have used machine learning, especially machine learning, I have taken like a language, programming language. It's like a Python, because machine learning. So because that is like different. That is different area actually. Because the supervised learning, unsupervised reinforcement management, so many things are there. But why I have taken this machine learning only for analysis our inventory supply chain management. So without inventory management techniques, companies will tend to hold too much inventory during the periods of low demand, while also holding too little inventory in periods of high demand. So for that reason only we are using that economic order quantity, because it depends upon everything. Because economic order quantity only changes in the total cost how much. Okay, how much you holding like too little or too much, everything with the certain period, everything it analyzed properly. Okay, so next actually fuzzy inventory. So till now what we have studied, so just we have seen the recap. So we have discussed what is fuzzy and what is crisp, like that. After that, what is inventory, and the inventory is a very, very important thing, economic order quantity. Now actually we are combining fuzzy inventory. Okay, so the inventory models in fuzzy sense, that ordering cost and holding cost are represented by fuzzy numbers. Here all of them will arise the question here. Why actually, ma'am? Only that we have to consider like ordering cost to holding cost, because total cost contains some of the other costs and all. It involves like ordering, holding, setup cost, as well as shortage cost, as well as like the ratio between the demand and supply, everything. Right, so together only we have to consider, right? But here it's our wish only. We can consider fuzzy number. Sometimes we can We can consider in all the cost what we have used in total cost. So all we consider as a fuzzy number. That fuzzy numbers also I have mentioned, no fuzzy numbers like many fuzzy numbers are there, trapezoidal, triangular, hexagonal, but we have to apply the corresponding rules for that. So we can consider all the cost involved in the total. We can consider everything together. It's like a fuzzy number. Or which one? Maybe some things, some complicated because total cost, sometimes unnecessary. Unnecessary in the sense, maybe even we don't want to miss that part. Correct. So that also we can consider. In this case, that if you consider like a if you discuss about like a fuzzy environment, we can leave this part also. Okay, so this is our wish only. Because if you take the analysis part, in the analysis part, which one actually it's acted as a very important role in the total cost. We have to analyze it. So before framing the total cost, first of all, we have to study the basic things, correct? Then only we will get to know. So which one actually we have to consider as a fuzzy number. So we have to analyze actually because we can't simply take like these are all like a fuzzy numbers. So these are not like a crisp numbers like that. So we have to analyze the total cost. So how much, what are the cost and all we have taken as like a fuzzy number. It will affect the totally, because we have to get the analysis part in the proper way only, because the input we are giving and we are doing the mathematical calculations, everything. Finally, we are going to deliver output. So that output in what way it will be useful to the inventory supply chain management. Correct. That's very, very important. Because simply we can't give like that, okay, this is a fuzzy number and this is the consider, okay, we have done the mathematical calculations and finally, so this is the output. No, just like that, we can't tell as a mathematician, just like that, we can't tell anything, correct? We have to analysis properly. So the analysis part has taken means here we have to be very careful for considering the fuzzy numbers. So what are the costs and all we have to consider that the fuzzy numbers. So that's very, very important. And fuzzy set theory is a research approach. It can deal with the problems relating to the ambiguous, subjective, and imprecise judgments and can quantify the linguistic facet of available data and preferences for the individual or group decision making. So because this lines, why I have taken these things are very, very important. When we are applying the fuzzy set theory, so it's relating to the, because sometimes it's very difficult to take the decisions properly. So if one number 5 is the only one option for the first, if you consider the crisp case, 5 is the only one option, correct? We don't have other option to go for that. But if you take like a fuzzy, sometimes that words and all will arise, okay? It's okay. Sometimes we'll ask the students, okay, how you have written the exam? And is it okay? It's a better. It's a okay, mom. It's good. So it's a types of categories are there, correct? Okay, so in the types of categories, that is called fuzzy. That is called fuzzy. That's a very simple thing that's called fuzzy. Suppose it's like the water, maybe the beauty, the quantity. Suppose quantitative data we can easily identify. But a qualitative data if you take beauty, and it's a large, too large, like that and all, we can't tell everything accurately. Okay, so this is because sometimes and if you take some actor and actress, because I like different actors, correct? But you like in a different way. So in this manner, okay, we have to take the senses. Okay. So these are in what basis? Okay, if you like the actor, okay, in that age group or in this characterized. So like that we can categorize. If you categorize the qualitative data, then it will be very clear. So in the fuzzy, what is the main advantage is whatever the it's like data if you give, okay, if you convert everything, you can analyze very easily. So that is the main advantage. So that's why, just because I have given this point, fuzzy set theory, okay, it's a research approach. It can deal with the problems relating to the ambiguous and subjective and imprecise. Sometimes we can't take the decision, okay, this one is correct or this one. So if you split the number in terms of 3 or 4 categories, 4 categories, definitely, actually what I thought in my mind and what you thought in your mind, correct? Definitely it will exist, correct? So that is called fuzzy. Okay, so what I have mentioned in the earlier stages, it's a triangular fuzzy number. So triangular fuzzy number means 3 numbers should be there. Similarly, trapezoidal means 4 numbers like that. So this is the example I have given. Okay, next here actually I have given the material collection. After that, descriptive analysis. So what are the main concepts we have to do in this? So first we have to collect the material. Next we have to do the analysis part, because I have given like some outline. That's it. Next we have to do the category wise selection. After that, the material evaluation also we have to do. Correct. Next, the derivation rate, demand, holding cost, unit cost, and the salvage value are taken as a trapezoidal fuzzy number. So what I have mentioned, if I like, this is a triangle number representation. Okay, I don't want, because I don't want to apply triangular, I want to apply like a trapezoidal. So means what are the things and all we have to consider? What are the maybe, because here I have mentioned some like a few things only here I have mentioned. The deterioration rate, demand, holding cost, unit cost, and salvage value. It's like that. But the total cost involved, what are the costs? Actually, mainly we have taken, correct? That all the things we can consider like a fuzzy numbers. Okay. So now, like this is a launched concept. Actually, it's a machine learning. So machine learning, because nowadays, no, only computer science students only can study this machine learning, and for other branches students and all, it's very difficult to study that. It's not like that. So machine learning is a 50 percentage of full like statistics as well as mathematics, because many if you see like many NPTEL and SWAYAM courses and all, like machine learning. Last time actually I have given the course like linear algebra concepts. Okay, linear algebra concepts in machine learning, essential mathematics for machine learning. So these are the courses are available in all the NPTEL, all the online platforms. So if you here actually in olden days, maybe for the like last maybe I'm telling like 5 years back and all, it's very difficult to learn. If I want to learn one concept, means it's very difficult because I have to refer so many books and so many materials and something. But now it's everything actually what one in single platform only, correct? So if you want to study further, if you want to do the research in little bit higher than, means we have to study what related fields also. If I like, I have because till now in the 2000, yeah, I have completed my PhD in 2013. Okay, so 2013, before only just I applied the concepts like a fuzzy in only inventory management. That's it. Okay, and I have drawn, because I have drawn and I have produced some outputs like what interpretation of data and analysis of data, because I didn't use like software center. But now the situation, everything is like after 2000, yeah, 17, I started my students, my PhD scholars, actually they started the research, okay, under B. So then we have started to study this machine learning. So then only we will get to know, because so much concepts are there in machine learning, and we can apply, because here in the machine learning some like reinforcement management, some fuzzy clustering concepts also available there, fuzzy clustering concepts. So this is no, till now actually it's not like it's fully developed actually, but they have found, okay, this is the thing, using the fuzzy cluster we can find the brain related things and all. So that is like a different topic, because this machine learning we can apply in all the areas. Okay, but what is machine learning? It's a behind it. You see, full 50% actually is the maths and statistics. So we should have the knowledge about linear regression, correlation, and linear algebra and optimization techniques. So these are the four things plays very important role in machine learning. So it's a branch of artificial intelligence and computer science which focuses on the use of data and algorithms to intimate the way that human learn, gradually improving its accuracy. So that is called machine learning. So we have to give before and all, what we have to give the program like algorithm program, then we have to execute that and we will get the output, correct? So here this is actually to intimate the way that the humans are, how we will think. Okay, so we have to teach the thing to machine learn, gradually improving how we can improve the accuracy. So everything program on a machine, everything like, if the program if you have to give, it will do everything automatically. So that is the main advantage of machine learning. So it's a very important component of the growing field of data science. So everything is like, it's like other full artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. So three things is like, it will come under one umbrella. It's like that only. So machine learning is a data analytics technique that it teaches the computers to do what comes naturally to the humans and animals. So I think it's very clear. Next, machine learning algorithms use computational methods to learn information directly from the data without relying on the predetermined equal as a model. Okay, now what are the importance of machine learning? So how far we can connect this thing to in this? So just I'm here also. I have given some outline. So it's very important because it's a wide range of applications. It's an incredible ability to adapt and provide solution to the complex problems efficiently. And we can use means that when that algorithms utilize the variety of techniques to handle large amounts. Suppose like 1 lakh data, 1 crore data. For example, that COVID time actually, so COVID time and all, it's like, what is uncountable only everything. It's like what 1 lakh, 1 lakh, because if you see the vaccines, if you see the biomaterials, so whatever the thing if you take, it's like lakhs together only the data is everything. That time and all is a very hand calculation. Also other techniques is not suitable. So only we can apply here. Actually, 1 crore data also we can take and we can easily categorize. So large amount data also we can we can compare and we will get the final result into very small things. So complex data also it will be very easier here. And next, this algorithms complete the task of learning from the data with the specific inputs given to the machine. So that's very, very important. So this is a very, very thing. The task of learning from the data with the specific inputs given to the machine. Next, we have to understand these algorithms and the machine learning system as a whole work. So we can get to know how these can be used in the future also. Okay, next, inventory management using machine learning. Because here actually I'm not applying the fuzzy concepts here. First of all, we should have the clarity inventory management. First, how we can use the machine learning in the inventory management. So inventory plays a key role in every retail and e-commerce company. This aspect of running a trading business significantly influences cash flow, financial performance, and growth possibilities. And inventory management, because why I have taken these things and all, before applying that machine learning, all those things and all, we should know whether we can apply or not, and how much it's like it gives applications to the inventory management, whether all the methods existed in the machine learning, it's applicable or not in the inventory management. First of all, we have to analyze all the things. So for the past 2017, we have started this concept actually. So 17, 18, 19, till now. So we are developing many such concepts in many machine learning. Only we have done. See what maybe if we will at the part of this presentation, at the end of the presentation, maybe people will get more doubts and all. Mama, how far actually? What is the connection between this fuzzy and the machine learning, this inventory? See, it's nothing. Inventory, first of all, we have to connect that inventory management using that machine learning. After that, fuzzy actually, that is separate thing. Fuzzy we can apply. So crisp, fuzzy, after crisp actually, what is the concept? What is the final thing? What is the final analysis? And the fuzzy, what is the final analysis? If you apply the machine learning, what is the result? So how far it will vary from crisp to fuzzy to is machine learning. So this is the analysis part only. Just till now we have done this one. Now we are extending that part into some like a higher level. If like because after analysis, what we have the implementation, correct? The implementation it will take some more time because first of all before that we have to analyze properly, correct? Then only we can implement the things and all. So for that we need some time. Anyway, we are doing the research in this. Machine learning is like in inventory management is used to optimize the stock classes. So already we have mentioned, already I have explained in the very clear way. So the total cost, it depends upon what are the costs, and economic order quantity fully it depends Total cost depends on fully economic order quantity. So the similar way, we have to optimize the stock levels and we have to prevent the dead stock and improve the customer experience. Now this is the answer for your question. Ma'am, why we have used machine learning? So this is the answer I can tell. Because what purpose we have to, okay, we are optimizing the stock levels. So that is like a normal procedure in all the inventory supply chain management. In general, we will do. Okay, that is okay. And prevention is very, very important, correct? The prevention part, okay, some data, some one or two data, three data means, or very maximum, how much data we can do it? Okay, 10 or 100 or 200, that is okay. Okay, the prevention we can find it very easily. Okay, what is the debt level stock and how much is stock actually means the hold out, and how much stock is like we can store everything. So the prevention of 1 lakh, 1 crore data. So that time what we will do? That is the question arise, correct? Then that situation we can apply this machine learning to improve the customer experience. So we here that's why this analysis part we have done. Now how to implement that actually it's like a little bit higher level. So we have to do the research in this. We are doing the research in this and which algorithm is used actually because the data is there. If applying the data in a mathematical way and the fuzzy way, okay, we are in the we are very clear, okay, so this is the output like that. But sometimes the data is a high, what it will do? That time we can apply machine learning. And inventory management using machine learning. So because I would like to tell some applications regarding this. So for what purposes we can apply the machine learning and in what kind of inventory management? Product tracking, next optimizing the inventory management, stock predicting, next improving user experience, smart warehouses. So these are not full this because many things are there, but I have taken some five for your like understanding because these are the very important what fields actually we are going research in this. So we because until now we have these things about product tracking we have done, optimizing inventory management and stock predicting we have done, and improving user experience. For example, user experience means if you take in the online that Corona COVID time, no. So now actually we are using GeoMeet, correct? So many Google Meet are there. So how much user experience? Because in which way and all it's very comfortable. Okay, so user experience is very very important, right? And how we can improve. Finally, we will tell which one is better and which one is like a signal for. If you take like GeoMeet or Google Meet or Zoom or something, whatever if you take, so which one is for better? Which one is a clarity will be there? And audio, video, which one is like everything we can analyze through this analysis concept and smart warehouses. So warehouses are there already existing on the concept only. Smart way in what are the extra fittings we can do in that by applying that machine learning. So these analysis only we have done. Yes. So I have given like outline. So product tracking, for example, product tracking. So object tracking is a deep learning. Actually, see, is a machine learning and deep learning is there. Sometimes object tracking is a deep learning process where the algorithm tracks the movement of the object. Correct. Suppose if like that algorithm exists means it tracks like object. If object is there, so how much object it like moves. It depends. Everything like an object track. In other words, if we can tell the task of estimating or prediction, correct? Estimate and prediction is very, very important. The positions and the other relevant information of moving objects in a video, that one. Next, it involves the process of object detection also. So these are the main concept, okay? Because product tracking consists of these things, these main things. So that's why I have given. So according to that only, we have to apply machine learning. The machine learning, many algorithms are there, okay? Many techniques are there. So which one is suits, whether it's like supervised or unsupervised or reinforcement or cluster. So we have to analyze everything. So which one it suits, we have to apply. Next, optimizing inventory management. So inventory optimization solutions is powered with the data science. It's very advanced. Everything is like what advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques. It includes the neural networks and deep learning. So neural networks means what? Suppose if you consider, suppose if you consider the what clustering. Okay. So clustering means brain. If you take like some brain tumor or some like, so here our body consists of so many network systems. Right? If you take like nervous system, it's a separate thing. Blood circulation system is like a separate thing. So it's in our body contains so many networks. Correct? So full body, if you take like that only, part by part we can give it, and we can do the analysis also in like our body itself. First of all. So if I just, for example, will give like a brain tumor. Okay. So brain tumor means now it's like in olden days, it's very difficult to brain means we should not touch, and because everything through scope only we can do the thing, everything like the operation, all those things, because how much is the size, everything, angiogram they will do now. Now also the technique exists actually, but the thing is, for this cluster, if you apply the damaged portions for that brain, okay, the analysis part I'm telling. So how much it affects everything. So we can easily using the fuzzy cluster. So because it differentiates the affected and unaffected area. If once we can categorize the affected and unaffected, we will get to know, okay, how much it affected. Okay, suppose if you consider like affected, so how much percentage? Whether like a 25 percentage or 30 or 40, 50, and unaffected. Okay, how much? So everything in the categorized ways we can easily analyze. Okay, and properly we have to apply the algorithm, and finally we will get the output. So it's like for that reason we can apply this machine learning. And for optimizing inventory management, it helps the companies avoid stock out and overstocking also. Sometimes, so in the COVID situation, if you like, sometimes the cylinder lots like, it's like very demand that time was very demand, the cylinders, all those things and all. I think you heard about these things and all. Sometimes stock out also is there and overstock. Okay, overstocking in a sense. Suppose if you start the what fruit thing good on like that. Okay, so the fruits and all, how many days you can keep, that is very very important. No, it will spoil if you keep more than some limited days. Means it will spoil. So how to that? So you will get loss, correct? More loss. To avoid that kind of situation, you have to analyze using the machine learning. So that purpose actually we are using. So minimize the inventory holding cost and the shortage cost. So this is very very important. Why we are applying the machine learning? It helps companies avoid stock out also as well as overstock also. Because sometimes so if you keep the thing demand, okay, if you order some amount, for example 500, because I'm telling the like a small amount. If you order 500. Different types of fruits, okay, or 1,000 or some like 10,000 like that, different types of fruits. That is in kg wise, if you take apple, orange, or something, okay. Sometimes in the season, it depends upon the season. It will water, sold out all, correct? Then that time that stock out it exists, correct? So that time also customer if will ask means we don't have the stock, so then we will lose the customer, correct? That kind of situation is also that's what exists. So that is when one thing. Next, overstock. Okay, because I have ordered some thousand, but I like sold out only 700. Correct. Whatever the food products, all those things and all, it's very. We should not keep like in the long way. So that time overstocking. We can minimize. Okay, some 200 or some 100 like that. Next is stock prediction. So what I have mentioned. So it's like no, it helps to discover the future value of the company, stock and other financial assets traded often. At least okay. one time supplies in maintenance, I ordered some thing. Okay, everything I was sold out. But this time, the first time I started the business, now I will get to know, okay, these are the inputs or these are the outputs, and I have to correct this thing because this first because everything we can learn the things what through experienced way only, correct? Because it's not like a way, before itself we know it's very difficult to analyze all the things, everything are properly. Even if you take like a cooking also, whatever the experiments if you take, okay, teaching also. If I have completed my graduation, everything. Once if I will join the company or some institutions, okay. So that like 1 year, no, I because very difficult to what follow all the things 1 year because it depends upon the students how they are observing and it depends if it's the environment and it's like a management everything correct. So the same way here also the prediction, okay, so how much we will get loss and how to avoid the loss, everything, the future value of the company's stock and other financial assets traded off in exchange. So everything we have to see, that's very important. Next, the entire idea of predicting stock prices is to gain the significant profits because anyway, finally one stage in all the supply chain, inventory management, what all of them will expect only profit only. Correct? Is it correct or not? Okay. One time if you lose, one time if you like lose, or one time or two times, okay, but not all the times. Correct. So the prediction is very very important. Okay. Suppose like we are having the seasons. Suppose rainy season, we don't know when it will rain, but okay, according to the what the announcement, everything we have to be very alert, correct? It's a prevention. So we have to take some umbrella and what are the precautions we have to take? That's true, correct. So similarly, here also the supply chain management also the same thing only. So predict how much the stock market it will perform it's a hot task. So overorder also or overfit. So everything how we can avoid. So those things are not very very the analysis part is very much easier if you apply like machine learning. Next, long and short-term memory is an extremely powerful algorithm for time series. Correct. If like a time series means what? Okay, this is short time, how much we have to order and how much we have to dispose. Okay, suppose if we can keep the longer thing, the goods and services means, okay, that time how much we have to order and how much we have to dispose. So these are the things and all we have to what manage in the historical trend patterns and predict future values with a high accuracy. So that's very important. Next, improving user experience. So when your warehouse operates flawlessly, that time our supply chain is very effective. There is no order mix-ups. Your customers are satisfied. Correct. So sometimes one customer ordered some pre food like that, and some other customer no order something. So that time actually one customer needs that one item for type A, okay, and another customer type B, and next third customer type C like that. Okay. So sometimes type A, type B, that what demand it will be more, correct? So what we anyway we as a like as a what producer service we have to manage everything, right? We have to get the customer satisfaction. That's very very important, correct? Otherwise, the whole thing will be collapsed, correct? What is the use we are doing these analysis part? Okay, so that's very very important. We have to keep in mind that also, and we have the product on time deliver on time payment, they receive exactly what they ordered. Suppose a type, for example, produce like some type of customer. Okay, they ordered type A. For example, type A ordered some material, type B ordered material. So on time we have to deliver the thing and what amount actually they ordered. That also we have to do. Okay, first come first service. It's not like first come first service. We have to give all those who are ordered all like so we have to satisfy that. So the customer satisfaction is very very important. It's not like a first come first service. So otherwise our total business everything is like a damage. Correct. So we have to be very careful that. Next is smart warehouses. So some artificial intelligence features enable wearable warehouse technology. For the natural language processing, it makes a voice speaking possible. So it workers can operate okay Actually, till now, what we have seen, like smart warehouse and improving user things and stock prediction, optimizing inventory management, next to product tracking, everything is like under it will come applications. Machine inventory in machine learning, how far okay it applies in the inventory management. Next, the clustering. So it is the process of grouping the set of objects into the clumps of similar objects. For example, documents within the cluster, it should be the similar, and documents from different clusters, it should be dissimilar. So these are the two categories. And the common form like unsupervised learning, because it will come under unsupervised. Clustering is like unsupervised learning. So what is unsupervised learning from the raw data as opposed to supervised data? That's a classification and examples, everything we have to give. Next, the common important task to find many applications in the like what in other places also we can take it. So this is the data set with clear cluster structure. So cluster here actually we can apply the fuzzy concepts also. So how we can grasp the damage part everything. So this is the cluster. So we can consider like x-axis, y-axis. This is the simple graphical representation of the cluster structure. Next, what are the algorithms we have to use? Flat algorithm. Under flat algorithm, we can use like a random partitioning like that. And if I need iterative also we can use. Under that iterative, actually we can use k-means clustering and model-based clustering also. So these are all now it's a developed on this scale, but like the concept, what actually existed one and how we can apply this concept into our fuzzy inventory model. So that's the part actually we are doing the research in that. Next, flat algorithms. Next, hierarchical algorithm. So in that bottom up and agglomerative is there, and top down next one diversity is there. So these are the different types of clustering algorithms. Next, what is the hard cluster and what is the soft cluster? So before entering into this application of this, so we should categorize what is hard clustering. So this is a document belongs to exactly one cluster. Okay, it is very easy to handle one cluster in the sense. So soft clustering means a document can belong to more than one cluster. So it makes application like create the browsable hierarchy. So we want to put a pair of sneakers into two cluster strings, for example, sports and apparel and shows like that. Okay, and we can do the soft clustering approach. We can apply here. Next to partition algorithm. So in this partitioning method, first we have to construct a partition of n documents into a set of k clusters. So we can take n documents and out of plus k clusters. And what are the things actually has given? The documents, a set of documents and the number k we have to give. And what we have to find? The partition of k clusters, it optimizes the chosen for partitioning the criterion. So it affects like a globally optimal. For example, intractable for many objective functions, and these things are not like under that. For example, we have given. Next, effective heuristic methods. It's a very effective heuristic method, k-means and k-methods algorithm. So k-means algorithm is a very famous one. So we have applied k-means. So this is k-means algorithm. So we have to assume the documents or all are real valued vectors. So that's very important. Next, clusters based on the centroid, the center of gravity or mean of the points in the cluster. So for example, mu of C is nothing but 1 by C sigma x bar. So already we have we are very familiar to apply that centroid because for the despecification. Right? What is the despecification? It's a process of applying fuzzy to crisp. That is called a despecification, right? And fuzzification in the sense it's a process of applying crisp to fuzzy. So that actually many things I have told you, and so we can consider like a triangular structural number, all those things are given. Pentagon, hexagon, hexaoctagon, now many Pythagorean numbers and utosopic numbers and many fuzzy numbers are available actually. And what is the despecification? And some procedures actually exist. There is a graded mean integration. After that, this one. Graded mean integration centroid. That is one of the thing, one of the main portions like a centroid method and a sign distance method, a ranking method. So these methods are now like a despecification. Okay, so when they exist with that specification and despecification, so what till now I have mentioned the inventory management, we have to do the analysis for the analysis part, right? After applying, after solving the nonlinear programming, okay, we have to apply like a fuzzy in that nonlinear programming, and we have to apply the concept for classification as well as reclassification. So finally, we will get the output in, because we have to analyze in both outputs what we got in the first as well as what we got in the fuzzy. Both should be similar. Okay, next reassignment of instances of the cluster is based on the distance of the current cluster centroid. That's why centroid method is very easy. It's a friendly, approachable method actually. Next, K means algorithm. So because I have given like a short-term algorithm of this, we have to select K random documents S1, S2, S2, etc. Okay, as a seed, we have to consider these other seeds. Until clustering converges, okay, the stopping criterion. For each document, we have to consider like for S1, we have to consider D1, S2, D3, D2, like that. Okay, DI. Assign DI to the other cluster and such that what is the condition is applicable? Distance between Xi and Si, it should be minimal. And for each cluster Cj, Sj is nothing but the membership function of Cj, like that. So K means for example, suppose I'm considering K equal to 2. So pick seeds and reassign clusters, compute centroid, reassign clusters, next again compute. So this is the conversion. Finally, in one stage, everything it will be converged. So this is the main process. Next, convergence of K means. So recomputation monotonically decreases in such a manner, number of members are how in the cluster K. So we have to apply sigma di minus a, the whole square. It's a formula. We have to reach that minimum value. And so these are actually it's a formula I have given. So how it typically converges. And if you want to converge, okay, that the particular thing is quickly means the iterations we have to make it very fast, correct? So then what are the things around we have to make, and everything we can do the adjustment of all those things in the program itself. Next, convergence of k-means. So we have to define goodness measure of the clusters as a sum of the square distance from the cluster center. So this is the formula I have given. And the reassignment monotonically decreases because each vector is assigned to the closest center. So the closest center, I mean sometimes it will already sometimes closest means suppose I'm taking the distance between D1 to C1, D2 to C2, like that, so in one stage it will end up converging. No? So that then we have to stop the method like that. Okay. So now this is the now only just we come to the main topic. What topic I have mentioned in the starting stage, correct? That one, optimization of the average monthly cost in inventory, a Flomic order quantity of the inventory model for deriving items in machine learning using Python. So what are the things actually it's required? So I have taken here inventory is related to the decisions. It minimizes the average total cost or maximize the solution of the average total profit. That one. And inventory models, that deterioration plays a significant role, because here I have considered the definition of damage or inventory quality, because it's how much effect. So the damage part only I'm considering like a rate like that. Next, food, medicine, vegetables, all are classified as a deterrent. So we can consider anything like even food also, medicine, vegetables also, whatever we have discussed in the previous cases, correct? So everything like we can classify. So that's very important. Next, in many stock disintegration issues of the real world, the decay phase of the certain things, it might be influenced by the other continuous things. That's one thing. Next one, depending on the situation, the influence of the weakened items can be reduced by eliminating them through the examination. So that's why we are applying that machine learning here. So I have given some reasons. Next one is specify the model that impact the average monthly cost and the non-linear programming Lagrangian methods to solve a specific model. Actually here, because in the topic itself, I have given because till now we have discussed many models, everything, but particularly for for your understanding, I have taken the non-linear Lagrangian method to solve the specified model. And already what we have discussed, correct? The classified inventory model is used to determine the lower cost of the employee, a trapezoidal fuzzy number, and the reclassification process performed with graded integration representation. But here actually it's not necessary to all the time we have to apply graded integration stuff like that. We can apply time distance and ranking methods. So we feel comfortable, we can apply. That at all is not a matter, but many methods also exist. And to test the integrated inventory model, I told you that the total cost, correct? we use Python 3.8.5 version because this paper and all already published in some science indexed journal actually. So I have taken some important notes and I am presenting here. So we have used the Python 3.8 version both to predict the economic order quantity and the total cost. So first of all, what is the procedure we have to follow? We read the CSV file. Okay, we have to what data we consider. No, in the Excel sheet we have to put the data very lax together or code, or we can download in the what data in already existing in the company supply chain management that data. So we have to find the mean, median, standard deviation, and the percentage, everything. After that, we test the model. We have to split the data set for the training as well as testing to predict the economic order quantity and the total cost. Next, we use the training data set to split the data. After that, we have to use a linear regression and find the root mean square value or to score. Because why actually, maybe you can raise a question, why not these are things and all we have to find it in the sense, because that analysis for how the data, actually if you're finding like a mean median, so what is the accuracy and what is the data, how it for, whether we can reduce the data, whether we can increase the data, whether it suits the data, or how much it affects the total cost, how the data actually finally we have to relate the data set as well as that total cost, correct? So everything in what kind of situation it exists and how we can do the prediction thing. So everything we can analyze through that auto score. Seeing the thing we will get to know. So what is the analysis part we have to do? Finally, we have to summarize the values of the linear regression by using the ordinary least squares process. So this is a general procedure actually. So these are the Python code steps what we have used for the first importing basic libraries. So these are the things we have to learn. Okay. Next, reading the CSV file and display the first 5 rows from the data set. These are all for our understanding. Describe whether we have taken the data set is correct way, or sometimes no, it's not like a clear. So for doing like a 5 data, we will get to know okay, what manipulation we have to do like that. Correct for that purpose. Next, describe the function to view the statistical details. Next, scatter plot code for economic order quantity, and after that we can apply the logistic equation. So for the test model, we have created the CSV file using the Python version. We have developed a program to predict the economic order quantity as well as the total cost. So because I am not showing the full data set. Okay, so what I have taken the data set, the first 5 rows of the data set I have. This is the Excel sheet. Okay, this is the data set is what we have created. So what are the items we can consider here? Apple, orange, and some 5 different fruits actually we have considered. But only here I have mentioned only the apple only. So what is the holding cost? What is the ordering cost? What is the purchase cost? And the fixed rate, demand, the coefficient, setup cost, the inspection, as well as what is the total cost, the corresponding economic order quantity, the deterioration items, as well as what is the corresponding total cost. So everything here I have what analyzed in the data sheet. Because here I have whatever the data I have used in this total cost, it contains all the data. So holding, ordering, purchase, fixed, demand, coefficient, setup, as well as inspection. So this is the statistical analysis we have done. So what are the things and all? So count, how much count, and what is the corresponding mean for that? See, everything it will come individually, all things. Next, what is the standard deviation? So what is the minimum? And the statistical analysis in general, we know what is the percentage, everything, right? So 25% means what, 50% means what, and 75% and what is the maximum level. So everything it will come very clearly. So no need to find or no need to calculate everything in the hardware. In a smart way, everything will come automatically. So next, scatter plot between economic order quantity and other costs. So this is the because final result because in between so many algorithms and we have to apply. But for your understanding, I have shown the final scatter plot between the economic order quantity and other costs also. So here the variation. So economic order quantity, because of the economic order quantity, how much it will affect the total cost. See if you see the scatter plot here. So how much it affects. See if you see the other thing actually holding. What is the relation between the holding cost and the total cost of that? So what is the relationship between the holding cost and the total cost? And similarly here purchase cost and total cost, and the demand and the total cost. Next, ordering cost. Here actually if you see the diagram itself, what is the how much here if you see the left side portion scatter is like left side it should be more correct. Here left side is poor. Here actually the scatter in all the areas it covers. But here actually the purchase cost, if you compare the purchase cost and the total costing, only the right side it scatters more correct. So from that you have to write the conclusion. So because after seeing the diagram, here see, because here we have taken some lakhs together data. So that cluster each one point is like one data like that. So an inventory model for delineating data items is studied in order to minimize the total cost and maximize the profit. And we can solve for both the crisp situation and fuzzy situation. And declassification is done by the graded bin integration. So already we have mentioned these things because these things we have applied. And I told this is like published in reputed journals. The fuzzy inventory model is solved by the linear Lagrangian. And moreover, here what is the special? We use Python to predict the values of the economic order quantity and the total cost. So finally, what result actually we are giving the 98% of accuracy for the given data set. So what of accuracy actually we can get? So what the data we have taken, I mean total cost we have, what we have taken, that shows us like 98% of accuracy. So that means what? The value of the economic order quantity increases, the total cost is increased. So whenever actually the total economic order quantity increases, the corresponding total is also increased. It is not like it's a contrast basis. Whether if the economic order increases, the total cost decreases. It's not like that. And the economic order quantity decreases, total cost increases. It's not like that. Whenever economic order increases, like automatically simultaneously the total cost is also increased, and whenever it's decreased, and that is also decreased. And that what is the accuracy level in final stage? Actually, we have given the result is like a 98% of accuracy. Okay, so this is like one part of paper. I have taken some important things what we have done in the paper. So this is one concept. Okay, and another concept I have taken. An optimization of your fuzzy inventory models for the trade credit policy for independent consumers of compliant carbon emissions. So the carbon emissions is a very biggest task actually, correct? To reduce that carbon dioxide, that level in all the supply chain management, correct? So that is the major issue actually we have taken here. So how to minimize the carbon emission by applying the machine learning. So what the final analysis, whether what kind of thing we have to reduce. If you reduce the total cost itself, these are the things, these are the materials things, then how we can reduce the carbon emissions, like that only we have discussed in this. Here also it's like actually the paper had got acceptance is one, now that thing is going on. So the awareness of the damages of greenhouse gases is increasing and has led the researchers to investigate the impact of the carbon emissions in the operations management. So this is the problem they have given. So how you can reduce the carbon emission, okay, and what are the impact of this thing? So these are not the analyzed actually. Next one, inventory control has been one of the research areas that have attracted attention in the sustainable development as many processes emit carbon dioxide in the field of the operations management. So how we can reduce the carbon dioxide? So these are the methods actually we have done. So fuzzy inventory model with the carbon emission we have taken like as a total cost. Next what? The same method. We have to optimize the total cost. Next what? We have to extending the credit periods while reducing the carbon emission. So okay, suppose in that period, if I have taken n is equal to some n is equal to some month and all, but not is a month, we have taken the separate manner according to the fuzzy inventory model that we have given that. So that according to the credit period, the carbon emission, so in this period, how much? And next, we have to increase the period of length. The next another month. This is the testing and thing only, testing and the training only. So next another month, how much it will be? Next another, so maybe if you consider like a quarter how much? Next first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So because per year, if you calculate, if you consider like a per year, 4 quarters are there. So first quarter and second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So what is the difference between the carbon emissions? So how we can reduce the carbon emissions by quarter. So that analysis actually we have to do. So that's why I have given these are the main technology what we have used in the fuzzy inventory model with carbon emissions means the carbon emissions, how it actually, what are the causes? First of all, carbon emission means how we can control everything together only. We have to put that total cost layer. After that, we have to optimization, and normally fuzzy we can apply. Okay, if you apply like a fuzzy, accuracy, normal if you apply crisp and if you apply the fuzzy, that accuracy also here itself. Because if you going the first process into the second process itself, you will get to know what level of accuracy it's required like that. After if you extend the thread credit while reducing the forward emission, we are applying the machine learning. So finally, the final conclusion, it contains more what accuracy, and we will get the solution also. Next, optimization of carbon emission inventory model for indebted customer, indebted consumers. So if you discuss like crisp case as well as fuzzy case, that is what I have mentioned, correct? So carbon in the crisp case, I have considered like whatever if you see the graph, we will get to know. Fuzzy case means that it will variation. So the brown color represents the fuzzy case. So here I have represented, maybe you can take like a pentagonal also like that. Some numbers you can take for converting fuzzy and telling. Next, Python mesh analysis I have done here. In this paper, actually, we have done the Python mesh because mesh only it will, because 3 dimensions. If you go through the visualization of the 3 dimension only, we will get the accurate result, correct? So a mesh plot is a 3-dimensional surface plot with no face colors and solid edges. So image output from Python for the 3-dimensional mesh. So function of the optimization is a process, correct? It's a process of input that divides the optimal output from an objective function. If you see itself like which one we have to consider the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis. So according to that, we have to do. For example, I already mentioned that fuzzy cost. For example, if you consider this statistical analysis only, holding cost, ordering cost, purchase cost, everything. So together, so this cost itself, which one we have to consider as like x-axis, y-axis. We can take at a time three, and we have to compare. First, we have to take a holding cost, and we have to compare with the economic order quantity, and we have to compare the total cost. So what is the so if you holding cost, how much it will vary, and how it will affect the thing, and what is the carbon emission in that particular type, the quarter one. If you are considering the quarter one, the holding cost a particular area, how much that carbon it will it will remove. So next, if you consider like a quarter two, quarter three, how much? So we have to control. If like a quarter wise, we have to compare. In the quarter one itself, we have to take some 10 parameters. Like that. In the quarter two itself, like that, 3, 4. So if you have to club everything like together, so many hundreds of results actually will exist. So we have to compare all the things together. Yeah, so this is the two main things we have discussed. Now, what's the conclusion for this? So fuzzy modeling for the inventory is a maximum integrated and total reducing cost, and employs the fuzzy parameters as a decision variable to develop the carbon emission of the inventory model. So these are the conclusions we have given. Here actually the second model I am giving. Next, as a result of this policy, maximize the credit period while carbon emissions are reduced. So if you suppose I have what I have mentioned, quarter one, quarter two, quarter one itself, the quarter one itself you can consider like for month wise you can consider. Jan, for example, Jan, February, March, April, like that. Other next May, after May, June, July, next another. So like that we can consider, and we can what maximize that credit period also. In the month itself we can consider the days. The days per day, how much it's like, it will what that outlet, how much it will be. So how much we can reduce in a month, the per day itself we can calculate. Next, display the valuation among derivative crisp instances and the fuzzy model. By using we can mesh analysis we use, and we are applying the machine learning of like a Python programming language we can apply. And finally, everything next we have analyzed finally means okay, what is the level and how much per day. Sometimes if we have to compare all the days and all the quarters and all the months like that. Okay, so this period maybe if you reduce, keep on, if you reduce the holding, carrying, whatever the thing, it will reduce like that. So we have to analyze, and it's like it's a big process only. But the implementation part actually it will take some time. But before the implementation, that analysis part and all, 75% we have completed everything. So the final 25% is there, because here in this process and all, I have applied for DST projects and all. But till now that it's like going on actually. Maybe because it's full of applications oriented, and many software we have developed according to that actually. Because all mathematical calculations and all we can compare, but the only the thing is We have to analyze the full portions, everything. So that and all the work is going on that thing. But why actually I have presented this thing is this is the latest thing actually because so many applications are there. So that's why really I would like to share these things and all. Because it's not like that. Okay, sharing thing if other they will let them they will copy the concepts. It's not like that and all because such people that know the mindset of it there like that. It's not like that. Research in the sense actually we have to what we have to share we have to share the knowledge. So that's very important. Maybe I'm getting like a good opportunity to share what we have our findings. These and all myself and my PhD scholars and all because till now I have produced 15 PhD scholars and 4 scholars. The process is going on through part-time and through full-time. So they and all work daily basis. Actually, they have worked with these things a lot, but a different scenario they are working. But sometimes we will get the results, but sometimes no. For some reasons, we are lagging the results also. In that time, and all students don't got very disappointed, ma'am. What actually are not getting my results like that. But anyway, we have to motivate the people. Okay, this we will try. We will keep on. We have to try until and unless we reach it. Correct. So this is the basic scenario. What first one thing if you want to study the new thing and we have to implement the thing and people they have to accept the people in the sense first we have there are the paper should accept our concept. Correct. So that itself is a very big task for us. Correct. And after that project, it will be a project, then product, then output. Everything is critical. It's a continuous process. Correct. So that's why I suggest always my students. You learn, keep learning. Here, I also it's not like no. Okay, we have completed the PhD, everything got over. Okay, our thing is over. It's not like that. We have to because we as a teacher, as a professor, we have to update everything day to day. So each everything. So that and all very platforms. What I have mentioned platforms are there. So NPTEL because NPTEL first quarter I will give some 3 4 courses related to the machine learning and essential maths with machine learning like that. So last time also I have taken that soil those things and all that machine learning. It was a really wonderful the courses and all. Maybe some because now we are not getting a time because we are running up for that NAC all those things and all that the documentation work we are going, but research and all is like secondary thing is going, but still because I'm really passionate about doing research in new finding new concepts everything. So these two are the new things actually 2021 and 22 developed these things and all. So because I'm very happy to I'm very happy to share such kind of things to you. Uh, because if you are having any doubts, really I'm very happy to answer it. Yeah, thank
Thank you, Dr. K. Kalairasi, for delivering such an insightful and engaging lecture on applications of fuzzy inventory models with machine learning in supply chain management. Your expertise and passion for the subject truly through, and we are grateful for the valuable knowledge you have shared with us today. Your comprehensive explanation and practical examples have provided us with a deeper understanding of the topic. Your research accomplishments and achievements in the field of applications of fuzzy inventory models are truly commendable, and we feel privileged to have had the opportunity to learn from you. We would also like to express our gratitude to our esteemed HOD for their continuous support and encouragement in organizing this workshop. Their presence has been invaluable in guiding us towards academic excellence. Lastly, we would like to thank all the workshop coordinators, faculty members, and participants for their active involvement and enthusiastic participation. Your presence and contributions have made this workshop a resounding success. As we conclude the third day of this workshop, we look forward to another insightful session tomorrow. Let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained today to further explore the realms of applied mathematics and computing. Thank you once again, and we eagerly anticipate the continuation of this enriching workshop. Thank you.
thank you all. Thank you. If any queries, maybe you can ask participants. You can ask any queries, any doubts because still not what we have discussed. So
Now I think your network is a bit low.
everything is
Ma'am,
clear.
your network was down actually. We have provided feedback link and quiz link in the chat box. Please check the chat box and please give us feedback and quiz about the topic today. I don't think so. Anyone has having doubts, or if there will be, we will tell you about the feedback.
Yeah, there is no question.
If anyone's having doubts or queries, you can ask from ma'am.
And I guess they don't have any doubt.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.